This little video is all about the benefits of music, not just in listening to and enjoying music, but also the huge benefits of learning an instrument and learning about music theory. First of all, let's have a little look at cognitive development. So, what does this mean? Well, cognitive development is all about the construction of thought process, which would include problem-solving skills. Written music is a picture. It's a graphic representation of where, when, and how to play. It's a puzzle just waiting to be decoded. Our cognitive development starts from our earliest days, through childhood, through adolescence, and into adulthood. And this would also include memory. It will come as no surprise that musicians have to remember stuff. Imagine how well exercised and developed a student's memory capacity becomes as they learn the next section of a piece. Then they learn the next few lines, then they put both hands together, and then they learn even more and more pieces and exercises. Every piece is based on patterns and shapes, which all interconnect. From the visual recognition and understanding of the written music, the physicality of playing and the resulting sound produced, music looks like it feels like it sounds, and it sounds like it looks. Just consider that again. Music, like so much of nature, is based on patterns. Music looks like it feels like it sounds, and it sounds like it looks. Time for a little demonstration. Have a listen to the repeated piano part. Can you hear the piano tune rising? You can see the written music for this goes up. To play this, your fingers would be moving up the keyboard. That means going off to the right on the piano. So how does this benefit us? Well, overall, there are three basic learning styles. There are visual learners. These are people who like to look at things or read things in order to learn from it. There are auditory learners. These are people who like to listen to things or pick up on the sound in particular. And there's kinesthetic learners, people who like to do things, people who like to feel and be more tactile about their learning. And as we've learnt previously, music looks like it feels like it sounds, and it sounds like it looks. This means that in learning an instrument, you're actually tapping into all three basic learning styles. You're benefiting all round. From our earliest days, music is helping to expand our minds. Cognitive development includes decision-making. Students' ability to analyse a problem is developed through learning an instrument. Decision-making through self-assessment is nurtured as the student intuitively selects from a variety of practice techniques. It's no good just playing something round and round if it's wrong. You have to practice it in a way which is efficient. Therefore, the student has to decide how best to practice. Cognitive development also includes improving language skills. Recent studies have clearly indicated that musical training physically develops the part of the left side of the brain known to be involved with processing language and can actually wire the brain's circuits in specific ways. Linking familiar songs to new information can also help imprint information on young minds. And that's from the Children's Music Workshop. This is often referred to as verbal intelligence. After just 1 month of music lessons, a study at York University showed that 90% of children between the ages of 4 and 6 had a significant increase in verbal intelligence. So to summarise that little bit, music is not just fun, it helps boost brain power. It helps in the development of overall thought processing, memory, problem solving, and in the development of language. But how accessible is this? Well, music is accessible. Providing it is taught intuitively, music is totally accessible. Since 2004, Presto Music School in the UK have taught thousands of children of all learning styles and abilities. Hundreds of these children started piano and keyboard lessons at just 4 years old. We've seen the benefits for ourselves. So remember, cognitive development isn't just about our earliest days, it carries on through our life. This is a great quote. Because music affects so many areas of the brain, it stimulates pathways that may still be healthy. Now this is from Dr. Laura Mosqueda, Director of Geriatrics at the University of California. Stroke patients listening to their own choice of music for 2 hours a day had significantly improved recovery of cognitive function compared to those who listened to audiobooks or were given no listening material. Most of the music contain lyrics, which suggests that it is the combination of music and voice that bolstered the patient's auditory and verbal memory. This is from the research study at the University of Helsinki. So as you can see, from a brain development point of view, music really does make you smarter. But just as equally, music makes you happy. I don't sing because I'm happy because I sing, said William James, American philosopher and psychologist. Music releases dopamine. That's the feel-good neurotransmitter. That's the thing in your brain. Natural happy that your brain releases. Look at his happy little smiley face. Valerie Salimpour, a neuroscientist at McGill University, injected 8 music lovers with a radioactive substance, which was possibly less gross than it sounds. Now that binds to dopamine receptors after they've listened to their favourite music. A PET scan showed that large amounts of dopamine were released, which biologically caused the participants to feel emotions like happiness, excitement and joy. Now that shouldn't really come as a surprise. Billions of people all around our planet love music. Music of every style, from every culture, throughout history. We know music brings us joy, excitement, and so on. It's just that it's actually scientifically proven it does it too. Now imagine the significant enhancement in positivity when you are not just listening to music, but actively creating it. This is the euphoria that musicians, young and old, students and pros, all feel. The more you put into your playing, the more you get out. And there are physical benefits too. Learning an instrument is great for your coordination and fine motor control. Children who learn an instrument have a greatly increased level of control over left-right independence, synchronization, and overall dexterity. Making music is great for confidence. The more you like yourself, the more confidence you have, so says the very well-respected Brian Tracy, best-selling author from his book, The Psychology of Achievement. Now, I know about the boost in confidence from personal experience. From schoolboy geeking to public speaking, well, that's me. I felt awkward at school and felt particularly quiet. I felt the very real personal experience of growing in confidence as I became good at something that others could greatly appreciate. In literally thousands of cases across all of our schools, we have seen firsthand how children flourish in confidence as they gain a strong sense of can-do. We've seen it hundreds of times over. Ex-music students of ours have gone on to become airline pilots and navigators and anaesthetists, teachers, company directors, solicitors, school business managers, broadcast studio managers, recording artists, live performers and music producers. Even many of our very own highly outgoing and engaging teachers attest to how music helped them to gain confidence. They didn't all start out as super confident people. Music students learn to communicate well in order to perform within a band. They begin to enjoy the huge and wide-ranging benefits of increased social skills. These benefits ripple and echo through their lives. Increased confidence is boosted all round. One of the many fantastic advantages of small group lessons, apart from being able to learn about playing in a band, and apart from learning how different parts of the music fit together to form a larger arrangement, apart from learning from each other, is the social aspect. Musicians make good friends with other musicians. Being in a band requires great teamwork. Staying in a band requires good friendship. Music has so many social benefits. Music is great for your concentration too. As part of a structured, high-quality music lesson system, students learn to focus and to value patience. Look at the concentration on this little guy's face. As we've seen, becoming a musician is highly rewarding. Students of all ages come to learn early on that efficient and effective practice gives great rewards, a philosophy that they will go on to apply in many aspects of life. The level to which a student can immerse themselves in a piece can be truly magical. Yes, it's hard work, but as they progress, they enjoy the results even more. This means they want to play more, all the time building on the array of skills we've already covered. All this leads to a great sense of pride. As the student's overall brain power increases, so too does their ability to concentrate harder and for longer, leading to the significant increases in overall academic ability. Music is fantastic for problem solving. As we've seen, music is about patterns and shapes, visual, oral, and the physical. As we have seen, music looks like it sounds like it feels, and it feels like it looks. So how does it help problem-solving? Well, significant research has demonstrated a causal link between music and spatial intelligence. This means that high-quality structured music lessons help children and indeed older students to visualize various elements that should go together, like they would do when solving a maths problem. He said problem-solving. This is spatial temporal skill. Music instruction does reliably improve spatial temporal skills in children over time, so says Dr. Kyle Pruitt. He's the clinical professor of child psychiatry at Yale School of Medicine, and, as you'd expect, he is a practicing musician. So what are these skills? Well, these are the skills we use when aiming to solve multi-step problems, such as those found in architecture, engineering, maths, and especially working with computers. And most fantastically, music is brilliant for self-expression. Guitar is the best form of self-expression I know. Everything else, and I'm just tripping around, trying to figure out my way through life, so say Slash, guitarist of Guns N' Roses. Some students have no problem expressing themselves, either verbally, through a visual art, through cooking, through their love of their favourite sport. Yet some children, and indeed adults, can really struggle to find a way to express themselves. Music has the unique ability to allow the performer to lose themselves, find themselves, and have the listener dancing around the room all in one go. Music expresses that which cannot be said and on which it is impossible to be silent. So there you have it, just a few of the many benefits of music. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this, you can always find out more on our website, prestomusicschool.co.uk.